Today we have Pastor Curt Demoff here from Clarkston, Michigan. Pastor Curt, so great to have you here.
Great to be here, Dustin.
And so,
Thanks for having me.
yeah, no problem. We want to talk to you about a few things. We want to get our audience acquainted with you a little bit. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. The first here is I just want you to take a minute and give us a little bit of your background, where you grew up and how you came about in ministry.
Sure. Dustin, thanks again for having me here today. I grew up in Michigan. Been in Michigan all my life except for a few years while I was away at college.
Hmm.
So, been born and raised there. But at around 17, 18, years of age, it just really felt like God was calling me into full-time ministry.
Hmm.
And after I resisted it for a while, I finally, once and for all, surrendered,
Yeah.
to His will for my life. And it was kind of at that point that He totally led me into to ministry. So after completing college, uh, actually, I left college my senior year to take a position back in Michigan as a youth pastor.
Hmm.
And that was 20 years ago. This is
Wow.
my 20th year in full-time
Wow.
ministry. So everything from starting out in youth ministry to being an associate to now being the lead pastor of Bridgewood Church that we planted 7 years ago,
Yeah.
and really, really excited about that. I'm married to a phenomenal woman,
Hmm.
Chrissy, and we had the great privilege and opportunity to adopt two boys, Dante and Steven,
Yeah.
and they're 14 and 13. So I been blessed, and God's been really good to me.
That's awesome. Talk to us a little bit about your church, Bridgewood Church. I know you went in about 7 years ago, went to Clarkston, Michigan, and it's a great church. I've been there a number of times. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Dustin, we always had a dream and a vision, to plant a church someday. And Christy and I were fortunate to have six other couples join with us in that vision. And we took a church that, was in an area that had a ton of potential, but it never really did anything.
Mm.
And they were, really at the point of just kind of closing the doors and doing away with the church. And we went in and we actually shut it down and restarted it
I see.
under the name Bridgewood, and along with 12 of us total. We started in 2002, and it's a great church. It's we're really excited to see a lot of unchurched people,
Hmm.
from the area come and join with us. We're really geared. Our vision and our uh, our direction is for the next generation. So we're heavily um, geared towards children and students. Got a lot of young families, and we're just seeing God right now do amazing things 7 years later, and we're just thankful to have planted something and now seeing it grow.
That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And I know we pray for you in our first Wednesday services and pray for Bridgewood Church as a board
Appreciate that.
director. And why don't you talk about that for a minute? Why do you serve on the Epic Board of Directors?
Well, I think, Dustin, I really understand how important having a board is.
Mm.
Having a board myself at Bridgewood, there's something about having the accountability of a group of men around you who not only believe in you, but believe in the vision, believe in the church, and can come alongside of you to provide accountability
Uh-huh.
and counsel and wisdom and advice. So I know how important, this is for you guys here at Epic Church, and we believe in Bobby and yourself and the team here,
Mm.
the vision of the church. And so, it's really exciting for me to come on board with something like that, but also just to be able to offer wisdom and advice.
Sure.
After 20 years of full-time ministry, there's a lot of mistakes I've made, and there's some things that we've done right. So it's very fulfilling for me, I know, to be able to be in a position where I can share some of that and maybe help steer you around,
Hmm.
some things that you don't have to go through, that we've been able to learn. So, and as well, just the relationship and the friendship of being able to serve on this board with a couple of other great guys as well, and
Hmm.
just to get together like we are this weekend and being able to spend time together, it's a benefit as well.
Definitely. And what do you see in the future for Epic Church? Maybe just in a few words, talk to us about maybe a year from now, a couple years from now, what you see Epic Church becoming.
I really see a bright future, a great future for Epic Church. I think, a year from now, Epic is going to be in a place where you're attracting a lot of unchurched. I think your vision really supports that. You're going to
Right.
see a lot of people from the community come who've never been church before, and they're going to find it very comfortable and very relevant, for them to come and hear the gospel in a way that I think they're really going to connect with.
Hmm.
So I think you're going to see a lot of unchurched people and church people as well. But I think the vision will do that. I think it's going to be exciting moving into, a little bit more of a permanent
Definitely.
facility. I think is going to be really huge. That now you guys can really start to take the vision and really provide the right environments
Mm.
and space to be able to fulfill the dreams. One thing that Epic Church does really well is it's got a great vision. It communicates that vision,
Hmm.
and so now to really have a place where you guys can just continue to expand, that vision, I think is really going to be awesome for you guys. And just I think it's a healthy church. I think you guys have started off right, and so I just really see people in Epic really growing in their relationship with Christ, and really being healthy
Hmm.
and doing it the right way. So I think that's going to be really, really positive for the
Yeah,
future.
looking forward to it for sure. I know that you're good friends with Bobby and become good friends with him. Talk to us about how you first met Bobby.
Sure. I met Bobby when he came up to plant a church in the inner city of Pontiac.
Hmm.
Pontiac's about 15 minutes from Clarkston area, and being a church planter myself, just really connected with Bobby when he came, and after getting to know him, you can't help but see the passion and the
Sure.
vision that's inside of him, and I saw a lot of myself in him, and we just really connected on a personal level. And it was kind of then that we really kind of developed a friendship that's really been able to develop, and then kind of moved kind of more into really a partnership of two lead pastors that were really just kind of working together and partnering together. And ever since then, it's just been great to have him as a close friend and partner in ministry as well.
That's great. Getting to know Bobby a little bit. Talk to us about the areas, the strengths that you see in Bobby as a leader, and then specifically, as a lead pastor of Epic Church.
Sure. Bobby's a great leader. He has a tremendous ability, when it comes to vision and really looking, into the future, taking something from nothing and bringing it through the process
Hmm.
of vision. He just has a great way of doing that. I think is one of his strengths. He's so passionate and he really loves what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you can see that. And so he brings an excitement to everything that he's involved in just because of his passion. So um, as well as just his ability to organize and implement things. He's able to take situations that a lot of people I think might be overwhelmed with, and
Hmm.
and he is able to create something out of it that is really successful, and I think that's going to be the future, of Epic Church. Is just so many of the dreams that I know are there that are
Yeah.
going to be developed and implemented over the next few years. It's going to be really exciting to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Kurt, thanks so much for taking the time out to meet with us today. And for those of you listening today, for the latest updates and to learn more about our vision, even at Epic Church, our leaders, visit www.epickc.com. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much, Dustin.